Hey everyone, Marc D here, and typically this channel is comics, Star Trek, a little bit of gaming, some food. But I got my new Pixel Pro 9 XL. I figured I got to unbox it and set it up anyway, so I might as well go live on YouTube and do a quick quick first impressions as well once we get it unboxed. But yeah, I've always loved Android and always been a techie computer guy too. So built many PCs, and although I don't showcase that much on the channel, I've got a huge collection of vintage PCs, Apples, going all the way back to my first computer, which is a Tandy Radio Shack color computer with all of 4K. So that's one thing I'd like to get to showcasing on the channel as well at some point too, some of the old computer and PC hardware that I have. But yeah, so I started with the Tandy computer. I did upgrade that, I think, to 16K or 30, no, probably 32K, and the new keyboard, if anyone remembers that chiclet keyboard, and then worked my way up to a PC Junior, and then of course built many custom PCs for myself, for gaming PCs throughout the years. So, but along the way I've collected a lot of computers that people were going to toss. I've got a bunch of some Model 100 computers, which is considered by some to be one of the first laptops or close to it, and some old Apples and along the way. And of course, I always was interested in cell phones, and had some clunk. Well, I have the Palm Pilot, of course. A lot of people remember that from way back when, and migrated to some clunky Windows phones, which really get the job done. And of course, when the iPhone came out, that changed the game for everyone. But I held off and I never had an iPhone, although family does, but always went with Android with HTC One. I think I had the first one of the first Nexus phones by Google, and of course I've had Android along the way. So my last phone was an Android, the Pixel 7 Pro, and I think it's always a good idea to kind of switch. You can wait 2 years in between phones. Typically these days, there's not a massive improvement between generations, but got some trips planned coming up, and want to have the latest camera and the latest brand new battery, and the latest. So I figured it was a good time to upgrade the phone. And I'm on Google Fi, which is a great plan if you want to save money, as long as you use Wi-Fi a lot. Google Fi is excellent. It's you can really keep your costs down. You have to pay for the phone monthly, like you do with most carriers, but once it's paid off, you know my typical bills 20 or 30 bucks, as long as I'm off of Wi-Fi. I don't have the unlimited plan, but yeah, so check out Google Fi. I'm not sponsored by Google, or I paid for this device, but Google Fi is a great way to save some money on a phone plan, if you're obviously into Android and Google phones, and you're not in the iOS system. But yeah, so let's show what the difference is between the Pro and the XL. Let me just share that quickly, and then we'll get right to the unboxing. But so the XL, the main thing I've found out is basically it's just the size of the screen on this one, between the two, and of course the cost that comes with it. So if you look at the different specs here, just really comes down to the size of the screen and the battery size on that. I went with the 512 gig. Now Google had a great deal the first day this phone was out. I got like $400 off, and they had a upgrade. They would upgrade your memory, so you had a 256 phone for the price of the 128. And I went with the 512, and it was another $100 extra. And I'm probably thinking it probably would have been okay, of course, if you're using Google Photos. Everything goes to the cloud. So you probably can. I think 256 gigs is fine. 128, you might, if you take a lot of pictures and video, you might run out more quickly. But then again, you can go into Google Photos and just say delete uploaded photos that have already made it to Google Photos. So I think that's you could get by with 128. 256 I think is a sweet spot, and we'll see what happens. I might have gone overboard with the 512, but it was an extra $100, so it wasn't too bad. But as you can see, all the specs are basically the same, and then they give you 7 years of OS, which is great now too. My Pixel 7 is going to run out. I think next August. It's going to won't get the next Android, and I think the security updates will continue. And one thing they did add, the safety SOS, emergency SOS. That's new on this. I don't think it's activated at launch, but so basically, between the two phones, there's not a huge difference between the Pro and the Pro XL. So if you do compare, the regular, well, the regular Pro, uh, it's not. I don't think it's as. I'm not sure if it's the same exact chip, but there's probably a bigger difference between the Pro. Not sure what the Pro adds to it. Let's see here. Probably. Oh, it's the photo. Yeah, the photo. The quad telephoto. The standard doesn't have it, but if you an 8K on so the camera's better on the Pro. So of course I always love having the latest and greatest. Hey, Daniel Barry's here. How's it going? Yeah, I didn't really put this out that I didn't have this out on the Twitters that long. So thank you for stopping by, Daniel. But hoping people catch this after. So let's turn the camera on and get to the unboxing here because that's what we all want to see, right? So hear me babble about babble about phones, but let me change to my camera desk here, and let's start the camera, and let's make that full screen. Let's turn the cameras. There we go. So there's the new Pixel box there. Let me get that open. Let me switch to my headset there. We can all see that. So then I can move over to the desk and hear what see what I'm doing there. Let me switch to my right. So hopefully you can hear me. Yep, I can see that the flashing is going. So yeah, not a big box. They ship small box, of course, and of course it says in with the old, out with the new. So we can reuse this box to recycle your old electronics. So minimum package in there, which is fine. You don't need to waste a lot of space on packaging. But so I guess you flip just to show this what it says here. Of course, I can't read that now. If I look at the screen, I can. Yep. Uh, Pixel Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL. It just includes a charging cable, Google Assistant. So the big thing on this phone is supposed to be Google Gemini and the AI function. So very simple box here. And what you do, I guess you just pull. I started to try to take the box off. I think you just pull these tabs off here. Assuming that'll. Of course, I always save the cell phone box. Here we go. Pixel 9 Pro XL. So Daniel, do you have an iPhone or do you have Android? There's really only two choices these days, but yeah. Most people around where I live, I don't have iPhone, so I'm always that was it the green dot in the chat messages. So I always show up without all the features. But oops, sorry about hitting the camera there. Hopefully, there's been talk that someday they're gonna add interoperability because it's just it's just an Apple thing in terms of iMessage. They could have had that functionality, but of course that's one of the big selling features is getting having iMessage, of course, right? So and I got a couple of my other Google phones out here. So here she is. I got just the Obsidian Black. Oh, I didn't buy the case yet. Usually I buy the case on Amazon, but so I'm gonna have to be careful for the next few days. Yeah, so very simple packaging. Just another charging cable. I bet you at some point they're gonna stop even putting the cables in because everyone's got cables, but I don't mind having another USB C cable. And thankfully, hey J Man, you have an iPhone. Yep, I do have that same stand though. LOL. Yeah, that's a good stand. Yeah, and the difference between Android and Apple is not that pronounced anymore. That I always like the Android interface better, but in my opinion, Apple has copied a lot of things along the way in terms of the widgets and your home screen and how it's organized. So I guess this is showing you there's the fingerprint sensor, power, your volume. I guess I don't know why that's on the on the paper. I guess just to show you. So do I rip this? Well, I guess rip it off. Don't need to save that. Let me get my let me get my old phone to compare. Back here. Yeah. So what I'm noticing first, this camera bar really sticks out a lot more than on my old phone. Now, of course, I always use the old phone without a case. You got your G for Google here, but yeah, it's really quite a pronounced camera bar. But let me get my old phone here. Didn't say old. It's only 2 years old. Yep. Hey, Bugler, does it have headphone? No, it doesn't have a headphone jack, which I hate. I hate that Apple started that and everyone followed because it's obviously cheaper for the manufacturer. And my last two Google phones have not had that. Yeah, so you're stuck in dongle hell. So yeah, so you've got to use a USB-C dongle, which is that's a real pain, I have to say. So I wish and the new Pixel tablet um, does not have a headphone jack. The new latest iPad does not have a headphone jack. So that's really super annoying. Yeah, so you've got just the of course, I understand for manufacturing, it makes it easier in terms of making these waterproof. So it just has USB-C, and most people do Bluetooth devices. But I just like having the convenience of the old analog headphones that I have. And say on a plane, your batteries run out. I always would take extra set of headphones with me that were analog, just in case. So no headphone jack. Yep, no headphone jack, unfortunately. Um, let's see, this is my mom's older Pixel phone. Let's see, pop it out of the case. Yeah, I can't remember when the last time they had the just to compare. This is, I think, a Pixel 3 or Pixel 2 maybe. Yeah, there was no headphone jack on this one either. You can compare the size. That's a Pixel 2. Sorry about the glare. It always does that with the light. Um, Let me take my old phone out of the case. Oh, an old phone. Let's compare. Yeah, because the camera bar, when you have a case like this, a little bump here, but it's not that pronounced. You get used to it too. Let's see what the camera bar does here. This up here. So let's compare the size. The easiest thing is to put them on top of each other, like so, and they're basically about the same size. It looks like. Yep. Put them up. Yeah, it looks like it's just about the same. Yep. Yep. So yeah, I think the curves on the new Pixel it's a much more rounded corner. If you guys can see that versus the 7. Now I don't have the 8, but it seems like a much bigger radius on the Pro XL. Um, so let's turn this on. These Pop these legs out so phone doesn't slide off. Let's see, is there anything else under here too? Let's see what else we get in the. Since this is an unboxing, let's see what else is in the box. Sure, just the warning. Come on, make it a bit easier to take out. Yep. Pixel support, and of course you got a pen to take out your SIM card. Got a million of those lying around, and of course, whenever you need one, you can't find it. That's how it goes. Yeah, and of course, just the support. And yeah. stuff you'll never. You just go online for that info anyway. But yeah, so and of course the cable. I don't think there's anything. Yep, just the cable. Yep. All right. So, well, hey, let's. And this is my Pixel. Is this? Pixel 7. Let me turn my old phone on just to compare size there. And you can trade in your phone, but like my Pixel 7, the trade in was only 130 bucks. I figured I can use it as an extra, have it as an extra camera if I want to use it for streaming. So yeah, so I decided not to for 130 bucks. I didn't think it was worth trading in. But if you had a newer one, or if I guess if you had one with bigger, more RAM, you would get probably more for your trade-in. But they had a fantastic deal, like I said. It doesn't look like it's active now. With like I got $400 off plus that memory upgrade, so it was a really good deal. When you pay financing through Google, you don't pay. There's no interest either, too, which is great. You're just chopping that payment up into 24 payments. So, but all right. So let's I'm gonna turn down the light here just a little bit so we can see. Yeah, View Glory. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I keep banging that. I'm on a desk here. Yeah, no charger in the box, but I have to say I have so many I think it's just they say it's quote unquote for the environment, but I have to say I have so many chargers now that yeah, I think you're paying this much for a phone that you should get a high speed charger with it. I agree, but at this point I've got enough. I've got enough chargers that it doesn't doesn't make me mad. But yeah, you should really get at least a high speed charger in the box. But yeah, this I think cables are going to be the next one to go too. So I don't think you're getting a cable probably down the road. We'll say everyone has a USB-C cable. All right, so let's turn this on here. Hoping she's got power, Captain. From an unboxing, there we go. Let me turn that down there. See what we got going on. Google logo. Try to hold that so the light. If I turn this off totally, then I guess that works. Yep. Not a professional studio here, but we do our best. Yep. And I'm hoping this phone is a lot faster. It's got the G4 chip in it. Okay, welcome to your Pixel. English, get started. Set up using another device, Pixel or Android device. So, I have everything stored in the cloud, but maybe this takes your settings. So let's try this for everyone. I think let me turn the light on just a little bit. That might help people see. There it goes. That should. Let's see. So Google says, can't wait for Apple to decide which one to buy. Pixel Pro, iPhone 16 Pro. Yeah, and I think what it comes down to, if you're an Apple person or Android person, typically, you don't switch. If you're locked in with all the apps and the ecosystem. Uh, I think the main thing for me, I'm an amateur photographer. The big thing is a camera for me. So I think that can be a deciding factor. And Pixel really had the advantage a few years ago in terms of their camera uh, quality, and the how they were able to do the low light photos and Google Photos. I mean I have an iPad and families on Apple. I just love Google Photos. I think it's phenomenal. Of course, now it's not free for everyone. Like they had unlimited storage. That's the way things usually start, right? You start with unlimited storage, and then you pull it back. But yeah, I do think probably the most important thing is for most people is the quality of the photos. Maybe you don't care. Cameras are so good now too, unless you're photo nerd like me, maybe it doesn't matter, but I went to Rome a few years ago, and that's when I bought the Pixel 7. And when I bought that, well, no, that's the older one. This is my 7. I had a brand new battery. It had the latest camera, and I didn't even bring my Micro Four Thirds with me. It was just so much easier just to have the cell phone, and it did do a great job. And of course, there were uh, some photos. Oh, RT and Z, thank you so much. Yep. 6:30 a.m. down here. I'm off to work now. Just dropping by to say hi. Live long and prosper. Also, when Chuck Norris lifts weights, the weights get stronger. Cheers. Thank you for that. Hey, Jill. How's it going? Yep. And View Glory says, I'm using the Razor Plus. I liked it. Yep. I haven't, I'm not sure if I know I know the Razor phones. I'm not sure what the Razor Plus is, but I believe that's Android. Unless you're saying one of the old razors, but yeah, um, yeah. I think it comes down to the pictures and the messaging too, right? If you're on messaging with Apple, everyone always jokes. Like I said, most people around here, in my town, have iPhones. And you're was it the blue dot or the green dot? You lose a lot of features. So with that. But let's play. We got to play something for our T and Z. So for the super chat. So let's do some computer stuff. Let's see. Where's my hello computer? We got to play that.
Hello, computer.
So thank you for that, RT and Z. Oh, it's Android. Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. Thank you. But all right. So let's see what we do here. What happens if we do Pixel or Android device? Okay. Scan the QR code with your other device. So I'm going to do that. Open my other phone. Pixel 7. Okay, so it already came up like set up your set up your phone. Now when I did my iPad, it did a nice job with my old iPad to my new iPad. So let's see. So scan the QR code. Okay, set up. Let's see. So you just scan that QR code, and then I'm gonna put my pin in off screen. Probably shouldn't do that on screen. Yep. Okay, verify it's me. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Welcome to your Pixel. So hopefully this is seamless. Now the thing is too, with having all your phones in the cloud, it's not like when you updated a computer back in the day or updated your phone. Uh, Everything was you had to copy everything over, back everything up. Let's see, getting ready. This may take a few minutes. So yeah, so it was. Any worried about losing things? One thing I did lose a while ago was, unfortunately, I had a lot of voice recordings. I had some voice recordings of my dad who had passed away, and I had when I did the upgrade to a new phone, I forgot that those weren't on the cloud. So whenever you do an upgrade, make sure you get hey, don't break my copying your accounts. Let's see here. Let me enter my password. Show password. Let's see here. I won't say my password out loud. If I typed it right yet. Okay, I'm just verify. Oh, it's asking for every password that I have. So let me go into my password. LastPass. Oops. I'm just gonna leave that up on the screen while I put in my passwords because why not? We don't want to. You don't want to share my passwords online. Yep. Yeah, it was a bummer, John. It was my fault too. I do have a lot of stuff of my dad's recordings, but I think I lost a few of them, and I'd lost some. I actually, recorded uh, uh, some of my kids speaking at the funeral. Uh, I always like saving things, and uh, unfortunately, and I was kicking myself right when I did. I was like, oh no, you reset your phone, and it's like that was dumb. You kick yourself, and I usually have everything backed up, and I'm like, oh, everything's in the cloud. I've got all my documents backed up. My photos are backed up. but I had forgotten that. Yeah, 'cause so now it's asking me. Yeah, it's gonna ask all passwords. Yeah, so it's asking me. I use LastPass for my password manager, although with all the security problems they've had, I probably should switch. And of course, Google has a built-in password manager too, which is very convenient. So now it's asking me connect to mobile network. I'm on the Google Fi network, and it says set up a SIM, download SIM. So I have a downloadable SIM through Google Fi. So then we pick Google Fi wireless. It's showing you the different networks you can pick. Uh, Google Five, I believe, uses it's T-Mobile now. It used to be Sprint and T-Mobile uh, combined. So wherever would pick which network, and of course now Sprint has been bought out by T-Mobile. So, but I'm sure it chooses just that network. Setting up your phone. It only asked me for two of my emails. Yep, and Bugler says, yeah, with Google's in-house tensor chips, they should reduce the cost by $100 or offer 256 gigs at starting. Yeah, so they are doing that. Yeah. Okay, so use my Google Fi account. Got that. Yeah, we did, yeah, as I said, that first promotion was a heck of a lot cheaper. Yep. Yep. Move your number to this phone. Yep. So I'll show the screen. Just want to keep it off screen just to make sure it doesn't show any passwords information. So now it's moving the stuff. Let's see. Welcome to Google Fi. Your service, yeah, calls and texts. So I've been using Google Fi for quite a while. The other great thing about Fi, and again, I'm not. This is not a paid promotion. Just kidding. But they have international roaming as part of your plan. So when I went to Rome a couple years ago, uh, I was able to just roam everywhere, roam and roam, and I didn't have to pay for it. Other the Apple people had to pay for plans or get other SIM cards. So okay, use my fingerprint to unlock the phone. Yada yada yada. I agree because that is pretty convenient. And then the sensor looks is under the screen. I did like it in the old days. You had the unlock uh, underneath in the back of your phone here, and you did get so used to that. Just boom, 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 boom. You'd unlock your device, and yeah, that was super convenient. Let me keep this old Pixel plugged in just so we can compare them. Okay, so let's do start here. Touch and hold your fingerprint. I guess using, usually use your, I guess no one can steal my fingerprint, right? Watching this video. Change the position slightly each time. And usually I put both thumbs, yep. Do both your thumbs. And I do another finger too. Another trick is too, if you share a phone with a spouse or a kid, I always like on my mom's grandma's phone, I actually put my fingerprint on their phone just in case. One of my buddies who passed away a few years ago, way too young. Let me do. I'll add another print later. Sign up, set up face unlock. Normally, if you wear eyeglasses, you wear them during setup. Okay, so I'm gonna do that now. Too, of course, I'm agree. Let's see, start. Let's see if it just uses my face. Tilt your head up. Well, I don't look good with the head tilted up. Let's see, tilt your head down. So of course, I got my hat on now, so we'll see how that works. Yep. Hey, Scotty, how's it going? Dude, I want one. I'm in the market for a new phone, and I'll have what you're having. Yep. Okay, so it says look good, looks good. Yep. Use fingerprint or face to verify purchases. Google. Google, yes, it's all the more easier. Yep. Copy data from your Android device. We need Lieutenant Data to do that for me. Yep. Lieutenant Commander Data. This may take a few minutes. So this is a pretty, I'm talking as we go through this, but it's pretty simple setup now. I guess I probably didn't have to copy it from my old phone, but it's just go through what they suggest. And I think it'll get all my sins. Hey, Penny, doing dishes with headphones on. Well, glad to keep you company. And yeah, so well, I can't really say is this phone awesome or yet. I'm hoping it is. Of course, I just paid off the other phone. Let's while that's going, side to side. The old Pixel 7 has a much more rounded. I'm getting an iPhone vibe uh, from this phone here, in terms of the look of it. If that makes sense now in terms of the way the metal is wrapped, and the this was a much more smaller radius, but the buttons are in the same place. The camera bar is much bigger on this phone, a little bit more pronounced. But I think once I get a case, it won't matter. But the buttons are a little bit bigger on the 9 here, and on the left here, of course, you've got nothing on the left. Apple, you've got your both sides. You've got the controls on an Apple phone. So let's getting ready to copy. It may take a few minutes. Oh, that's good. Just dump it off the stand there. I do have the protection, so device protection, and the device protection is $12 a month now with this XL. It used to be $8 or $9 a month, so that actually costs more. Yep. So if you have a lot of data, it's going to take close to 1 hour to transfer. Yeah. Well, hopefully it lets me into the phone when I'll do the data in the background, because that'll be an awful boring hour on the screen. But yeah, let's see if I can turn. Let's power up this my mom's old Google, see just to compare the sizes. Let's see here. So let me grab my old phone here. Trying to remember what this phone was. Let's see here. And I use actually Nova Launcher. I don't know if um, Nova Launcher. Oh, here we go. Oh, good. Choose how to copy. Express. Only data that's not available in your group account will be copied. Let's see if you guys can read that. Let's see here. Only data that's not available in your Google account. Okay. Customized. So yeah, so everything's in the cloud. So why not, right? Just then, of course, I'll do that. I want to use the phone, so we'll just do copy your data, and it's telling me on my other phone, uh, copying. Oh, with the lights here. Yep, saying this device may be disconnected from Wi-Fi, but who cares? It's your old device, right? So I have used location on. It asks you, allow scanning, send diagnostics, install apps on accept. And then let's see, photos and videos asking Google services backup your device, turn on backup. So of course I always do that. Limited warranty. Let's do that. Additional legal terms. I'm not showing that other account there. Just to accept. Okay, discover Google AI at its finest. So Google Gemini, which the Pixel 7 did not have any AI features. Circle to search, add me. Make sure that's a new feature where you could take a photo of a group, then go back and take a photo of yourself using with someone else who was in the group using augmented reality, and then so then you could add yourself. Yeah, screenshots, find the info. Okay, Matt Studio, Pixel can create it. So everything's going crazy now with AI. Um, get to know your Google. Get to know Gemini, your AI assistant. Gemini can help you write, plan, learn, create, get things done. Okay, can you take out the garbage? Okay, so use Gemini. Search your screenshots with one device AI. Well, that could be pretty good if you're looking to search something. Yep, especially if you take screenshots of documents. That could be useful. So let's say more. If you turn on AI processing in Pixel Screenshots app, will use AI to summarize your new and existing screenshots and answer your questions about the information in them. You can turn off AI processing new screenshots by going to settings. Requires access to your media. Well, Google has access to everything anyway, right? So let's see, crash detection. That's going about, yeah, turn on crash detection. God forbid. Pixel satellite SOS. Coming to select countries. You'll be notified when the service is available to you. Pixel SOS may not be available in all countries. You can message. You can message with this emergency services if a satellite connection is available and there's no mobile or Wi-Fi network. No. And crisis alerts. Okay, so we'll do next. Like contacts, find and share with you. Let's see. They can send high quality photo. Okay, so that's just like the Apple feature. Yep. Pay quickly and securely. Hey, Polly's Minion. How's it going? Well, Scotty, what's the wallpaper gonna be? Well, I have this. We can't see. I have just a picture from a car show. Let's see. Oh, here's choose a card. They're asking for Google. I'm doing this off screen because obviously don't want to share this stuff on screen. Let's see. Put my name in there. What's my address? I guess I got to do this now. And you've got haptic feedback on the keyboard, which is quite nice. No one's ever going to want to use a keyboard on a screen ever, right? Let's see. Let me check my credit card here. Yep. Hope you're having a good day, Polly's Minion. Traveling. I don't know if you're traveling today or not, but hopefully, if you are, of course, safe travels with the truck dog. Let me just check in my. It's asking for my credit card number or the CVV. Yep. Let me. I think I had that memorized, but make sure I got it right. Yep, I had the right number. Yep. Save and continue. All right. Right now, it's just copying over. Terms for a digital wallet. Make sure you read all this. One of the TOSs in a game a few years ago, or a bunch of years ago. Um, I did agree. Let's go back again. Hope I didn't hit the back. Go more. Save and continue. Hit back by accident because it's on the, yeah, terms. Yeah. One of the TOSs for a game they had, if you're reading this, and I can't remember the exact verbiage, is like, email us to claim $2,000 or $1,000. Um, and so they said it took like a year or 2 years before anyone saw it in the TOS. So here we go. Get instant translations. Find them later in settings. Prepare for an emergency. Add another email account. Change how text is displayed. Set up always on display. Let's check that. Set up always on display. Turn on. Yep. So I do like that on the lock screen. Get instant translations. I'm going abroad next month, so English. Yep. I guess. Yep. With live translate, your phone is your personal translator. Thank you, Lieutenant Uhura. Other languages will translate to the one set below. So I got my universal translator with me. I'm not going to add other emails accounts. Oh, I identify music around you. I always like that one. That's really nice. It shows you what music is playing when your lock screen is on. Prepare for an emergency. Number to call 911. Unfortunately, how to choose your emergency SOS. The power button 5 times. Okay, so you can do that as an emergency. That's good to know. Skip that. Okay. Change our text displays. We'll skip that. Okay, stay up to date. Definitely want to do that. Keep both devices close to each other to copy. 16 minutes left. Yep. Well, looks like it's going pretty fast. I don't know if this. Oh, this must be going phone to phone. I guess not using the interwebs. 30%. So that's pretty quick. Hopefully, it's not going to take 15 minutes. But let's compare sizes here, and let's see if this old phone turns on. Let's see what pixel this was. But yeah, it looks like the screen is really bright. The screen, one of the features they said was the screen was going to be a lot brighter on this new phone, and I think it is. Yeah. Okay, so this phone I have a Pixel 3. There's a Pixel 3 XL. So the Pixel 3 compared to the Pixel uh, 7, about the same size. Maybe the Pixel 7 is a little bit bigger, but I get this XL size. I guess the Pixel is just a smaller version. So if you're going from the Pixel 7, I'd say you probably want the XL if you want that uh, approximate size. Uh, the I guess the Pro, the Pixel Pro, I got looking at the specs, is smaller. So if you're looking to upgrade from the 7, which it's probably, I'm guessing it's not worth upgrading from the 8. There's probably not enough of an improvement over, unless you got to have the latest and greatest. But I think that I would go with you know f- go with the Pro. I think the Pro's XL, excuse me, is the right. That's the right way to go if uh, if you want to keep that same size. Now, some people like a smaller phone, but I'm just used to that bigger size. So, and of course, as you get older, the print gets smaller. So it's a lot easier to to read the screen and use these devices all the time. So here's a Pixel. I think this is a Pixel 3, just to compare the size. An old Pixel 3, but yeah. So these are about the same size. Although I wonder how much screen you're losing with if the rounded edge there. Does it matter that much? I don't know, but you do have more real estate on this. But you can see the new screen is brighter and a little bit sharper to my old eyes. But we'll see how that works in the daylight. Of course, I have I'm all in on Google, so I have the Pixel Watch. This is the very first watch. I just got ordered the new one, and they had a nice deal on that too. You got like $200 off, and I did go with the LTE this time. If you're out and about, especially if you're listening to music, it's really nice. You can listen to Pandora or or your music, and you can store music on the phone. It does have quite a bit of memory, but sometimes it was glitchy, or so I'm hoping that with that LTE, I go to cut the grass or do some yard work, and it's nice to be able to pop in the headphones and just listen to music and not have to carry lug your phone around. Those were the days, right, when you had you remember you had the big Walkman. Um, so yeah, the remember the old Apple. I think I got some of them here in the corner of my desk here. You had the little Apple devices. We all had. Was this the iPod Nano? I think that was the name of it. The iPod Nano. Um, Always have old tech lying around. Of course, to pop that in your pocket. Of course, now I use Bluetooth headphones, but these are great little devices, and they had. I found some videos on there too. The kids had recorded. Those are my kids. But yeah, here's a little Sansa player. Looking for the little but these were, you know, Apple. These are great. For going to the gym back in the day. Of course, you used, there's still headphones, but I don't think Apple would never come out with something like this again. But I guess the watch duplicates that feature, but I'm not sure which model. Maybe this one had more memory. But these are great little iPod devices. I'm forgetting what they forgetting what they called these. I think those are the Nanos. But this was just great to have, and you had 32 megabytes or 64 megabytes, and yeah, these still work. But yeah, you just have all you need is music, right? Not the screen. You like just put your playlist on here, and yeah. So those are some classic old devices. Now, of course, your phone takes place of all those devices. Apple no longer obviously makes makes into the iPods. But before the watch came out, I guess I could see a kind of a use scenario for that, where if you're a runner or exercising, those little mini ones were mini iPods are great to have and great to use. All right, so this is up to 56%. It's 7 minutes left, so I guess we'll stick around and we'll try to get that. We'll wait for that to go. Shouldn't take too long because we want to see how the phone, got the unboxing part, but we want to see how that phone phone works. So let's see if we look at. Let me look up what the Pixel. Well, let's show the Pixel Watch here. Let's show that. Let's share screen. While that's going, I can kind of keep that in the in the bottom there. So the pricing on these, the Pixel Pro Fold. Now the Pro Fold looks awesome, I have to say, but wow, that's expensive at 1,800 bucks. But God, it looks amazing from some of the reviews I saw. So I think going down the road, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple came out with a foldable, compete with Google. But yeah, when you look at how that opens up, you get a little tablet device there. That's amazing. So uh, but of course it's 1,800 bucks. It's twice the price. The Pixel Pro is $900,000 starting. I think that's the 128 gigabyte model, and then the Pixel 9 is $800. So um, like I said, I think the main difference was the camera on both of those. Let's change this to the Pro XL. That's what I want to do here. Pro XL. There we go. So 1099. Okay, that's what we want to. So 6.4. So this is probably the Pixel 9 is probably in line with one of the smaller Apple phones, I'm guessing. And yeah, 6.4. So 6.8 versus 6.3 display. They're both OLED displays, but the XL has a better display and it's a little bit brighter. And the battery is slightly bigger too, but you do get wireless charging. So looks like most of these specs are pretty comparable between the two, and you do get 4 more gigabytes more of RAM on the Pro XL. Google VPN at no extra cost, and then security, multi-layer hardware. I haven't tried the Google VPN, but I'll have to check that out. Now, some of the they were also offering. Let me go start a guest tab just so it doesn't log me into my Fi account. But they were also offering, Google One. I think they extra storage if you signed up through that, and some other benefits. Back in the day, you had uh, unlimited Google Photo storage if you had a Pixel phone, but that's since run out. So yeah, better camera on the Pro XL, 8K, but I think it's not real 8K. It's a AI 8K. So I don't know what's the benefit. Plus, you get up to 8K. Your videos just take so much storage space. I mean, I grew up in the age of standard def, so uh, videos are nice, but yeah, do I want an 8K video? I mean, sometimes I just do 720p just for the storage, and it looks good enough, right? So especially if you're doing family, we want to show everyone in 4K. I guess the selfie mode, dual selfie with autofocus in the front. So, but let's go to Google Fi here as a guest, so it doesn't log me into my account. Let's see what it offers you. Join Google Fi Wireless. It looks like we've got pretty close to the end there. 83 minutes left. All right, so let's see if we can just go to phones here. So the Pixel Pro XL, 800 back in total. So 1245 a month over 1245 a month. There you go, Scotty. Over 24 months. And how do you get 800 back? You get Year of Gemini Advanced. See, they want to suck you into, they give you the free version and use it for free, and then you for a year, and then they get you to pay for it, which is smart, right? So let's see here. What do you get 800 back in total? So I did get quite a bit off when I purchased the phone. I think I got about $400 off. Yep. Let's see. 800 back when you join 5 with unlimited. Okay, that's it. Or otherwise get 400 back. So what's unlimited plus? Uh, double the phone storage. Yeah. Okay, got it. Um, otherwise get $400 back. It depend. Oh, so it depends on which phone plan you. Depends on which phone plan you're using. Yep, yep. So, but yeah, so pretty nice deal there. Yeah, and usually Black Friday they had some good deals on the phones. Circle to search. That's gonna be fun to try out. Talk about how good the photos are, and my phone does take great photos. Um, and helps low vision people to take a selfie, which is nice. Yep, work your magic. Erasing the background of photos. It's amazing. Yeah. So. And this is the, I guess, add me to the photo. Oh, you'll find everyone's best expression. Group, yeah, group pics are always tough to take, so know when someone's eyes are open. Yep. Zoom enhance gets you get even closer. Oh, and the unblur is just amazing. I use Lightroom and Photoshop, but I've actually done that where I unblurred some photos, and Lightroom is adding some of those features now too. But yeah, move people or objects with this AI. It used to take hours and hours. You do masking in Photoshop. Hey, Victor Fontaine says 1,000 for a phone. Ugh, just give me back the $6 flip phone. Or how about a communicator, right? There we go. Beam me up, Scotty. Yep. But yeah, it's yeah, the old flip phones were nice. That's why I did get $400 off on this phone. And yeah, I think $1,000. Yeah, that's ouch. Yeah, it's a lot. The way I look at it too is you're using that phone every day. So if you pay it off over 2 years, so $1,000 phone. Let's see. So that would be so if you amortize the phone over 2 years, that's $1.40 a day, roughly, right? If I got my math right, and we all know that math is hard. Where's my clip? Math class is tough. But yeah, I was gonna play that whenever I gotta do math. But yeah, if you have it over 2 years and it's a device you use all the time, I'm not saying I like, you know, paying for that much for a phone, but that's why I wasn't going to buy it right away. Maybe I was looking at the price. I knew the pricing would be higher on the XL, but they doubled the memory. You got a memory upgrade. Hey, Snortopopus. Hell, how's it going? And I got $400 off. So, and you're not paying interest on the payments too. So, of course, when you do adding the $12 a month, that really hurt on the device care. But God forbid you lose the device or drop it or break the screen. So let's see where. Yeah, so if you do pre-order now, let's see what it says. I don't want to sign into my Google account, but let's see where. Yeah, so $13 a month plus, so $24 a month if you're on Fi, depending on what your phone plans. Yep. And Victor says still rocking my iPhone 7, sticking with it until it no longer charges. Well, you actually change the battery on that sucker. It's probably easier to. I've changed the batteries on a bunch of phones. The iPhone 7 is probably pretty easy to change the battery. Now I have my mom's old iPhone, and I save, just save it. I don't throw the devices out, and the battery started to expand, so I'm actually it's going to make it easy to change the battery on that one. But that's yeah. Go, or if you don't, iFixit is fantastic for changing, fixing your devices, or you can always go to a place to upgrade your battery. They have all those places you can stop by. But see, iFixit. Let's see here. Let's see, iPhone 7. iPhone 7 Plus battery. So if you go into there, you can get the whole kit. Uh, looks like it's what's the price on this? They give you the guide too, step by step on how to. $30, right? So you basically end up with a brand new, phone. The main thing that happens is I found is the security features don't work, or you're not getting, you're stuck on the old operating system, which normally isn't too bad. But then what happens is when things stop working and you can't use them, or some of the features like the sometimes the credit card payment. Of course, you don't have credit card payments on that one, but I've just noticed in some of the apps say, "Oh, this app is no longer compatible with the older version of iOS or Android." It's a real pain. They say it's for security, but it's just annoying. Yeah, I had an old iMac that I would use in the family room just as like a web surfer, and you couldn't update iOS. It's an old iMac, but the screen is beautiful. It's fast enough just to surf the web, and probably just going to go throw Google Chrome on it using a thumb drive. You can actually boot to Chrome now or install Chrome on old devices, keep them going. And most of the time, what are people doing? They're just surfing the web, right? But then it wouldn't update, to the latest version of Chrome, and then some features are broken. I'd use Chrome Remote Desktop. Then Google Drive wasn't working right, so it was a real it was a real pain when you couldn't update. But yeah, iFixit is great to if you need to repair your device, or if you feel, if you have some tech skills, uh, go for it. And then they show you that these guides here. They'll have a video and they'll show you how to do it. So I've upgraded a bunch of iOS devices that way. Yep. And hey out to Rod Thunderheart. Great to see you, Rod. And Vic says, I tried to replace the one on my iPhone 6. The battery was glued to the back housing. Destroyed it trying to pry it off. Well, they do sell, and I did have that problem. Oh, they do have a heater that you use. Wow, look, they have a clamp to pull these off. So yep, see this eye opener. So heat and eye opener. So it's basically like a heating pad. Think of it, and you heat the darn thing, and that gets the glue off. You just gotta have a lot of patience and take the adhesive off. Yeah, it is. It's nerve wracking. Yeah, ended up throwing it away. That's a bummer. Yeah, well, that's why I guess if the phone's that old and if the battery's not working, you might as well go for it at that point, right? Appreciate the drive by like. Thanks, Rod. Yep, and safe travels to you too. Yep. But yeah, at least they give you all this detailed instructions and information on how to do it. And got to remember the old phones when you could actually just change the battery on your phones. That was pretty nice. I'm looking for my old. Where's my Motorola phone hiding? Let me show you one of my first cell phones. And like I said, I don't throw anything out. So let's see here. Oh, here we go. We're finished here. So let me stop screen. Yeah. So Vic, yeah, check out that guide, and they'll show you can buy the heating pad and just heat it up, or use a hair dryer. But that heating pad worked really good. I bought a bunch of those, and it did. You just gotta have patience. You just because you're doing the damn thing. You're like, oh, it's got to come off, got to come off, and you just got to keep waiting and waiting, and it is frustrating. But I did fix a few devices that way. So here's my new Pixel One. It's, so we've come a long way, baby, right? So let me back the camera up a little bit. See that? So, yep. So this is the famous Motorola flip phone. This has the extended life battery. I think this battery there was a slim battery. I think the slim battery costs more. I can't remember. The bigger battery, more money, or maybe the slim battery is more money. So the phone was skinnier. And back in the day when you took an antenna, could you have an antenna out? And look at that. So here's your the screen on this on this guy versus this guy. So Pretty amazing. Yeah, don't try to dial that number. It's not hooked up anymore. But yeah, just to compare where we've gone. But there was nothing like it was just so cool. But flipping that out, I love that. And of course, I've got my Star Trek communicator. So right, the Motorola Flip. We've come from that to this. Yep. So it says copying is done. So I guess I can close this up here. That's the copying's done. There's my old screen there. There's the hot rod I had as a photo. All right, so it's copying everything over. 289 apps, photos, videos. All right, let's do done. Getting your phone ready. This may take a few. What do you mean a few more minutes? You said you were done. And Snort says, yeah, enjoy flipping it out. Yeah, yeah. There's nothing like flipping that communicator. Of course, this was backwards, but they should have made it flip the other way, right? Like the Star Trek communicator. Yeah. So, but yeah, that classic Motorola. What a bit that was such a big deal too, and you had a cell phone. Now, the first cell phone I had was actually just in the for you youngins might not remember, but they had cell phones that were just in your car. So I had a Motorola. I still have it. I took it out of my car when I sold it, but it was a phone that sat between the seats, or they would mount a holder or drill it into the bottom of your car, and you had a phone that was just in your car. You couldn't take it with you, and then it was a big deal. They had a pack like that, a pack that you could take out and uh, take the phone with you. And then, of course, then once these phones took off, that was it. But I had a phone that was just in the car. You could only use it in the car. And Vic's got a communicator too. 'Cause, yeah, everyone needs a communicator, right? Yeah. All right, so let's see what this is gonna say here. Okay, I'll just keeping it off just in case it comes up with personal information. But all set, ready to start using your device. Swipe up to go home. I thought I had to click my heels together 3 times to go home, but swipe up to go home. All right, so copied over my home screen. Here we go. So here's the pair contrast. I mean, you're going through the interweb, so tough to tell. Now I have Nova Launcher on this phone, so let's see here. So let's see what's new. Let's see what's new on my phone. Pixel tips. Why are you not showing me anything? Hello, computer. I have to open it. Let's see. If I go to the left here, it's showing me. Okay, Google. Oh, it's logged into my Scout Troops account. I'll have to switch accounts, but it's installing apps and more. Okay, new folders found. Service is right in this phone. Let's see. So let me call this phone from my home line just to make sure it works. Yes, I still do have a home line. Let's dial this. Let's see. Yeah, it's first check that. Do we care that the phone makes phone calls these days? Yep. Incoming call. Answer. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. All right, hang up. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's working. Let me grab this cable out of the box. All right. So, phone is working. Still installing some apps. Let's go to the camera here. So let's just take a first picture. That's my background there. Let's go into the camera. If we click that, let's see, edit. You can do enhance. Let's check out the tools here. Magic eraser. Let's try this. Install more editing tools. Yes, let's do that. I got the 5 to 12 gigabytes. Yep. Okay, let's say we don't like Barbie Funko. Let's see, it's installing the tools now. Um, a magic eraser. Okay. Oh, it's installing right now. Yeah, so it's downloading. It should be connected to my Wi-Fi right now too. I'm assuming. So we gotta wait for that to go through. Let me move the stands. Okay, come on, magic eraser. There we go. Let's just try one of these cool features. Okay, I don't know. That's pretty. Let's finding suggestions. Yeah, that's why it's so light. Okay. Tap to. Well, let's see if we just do. Try to erase Barbie. Sorry, Barbie. Look at that. That's pretty. That just blows me away because in Photoshop you'd have to do tons of editing. Like I don't know how to guess. Let's see. Look, there's Wolverine is behind there. Let's try to get rid of the box here, and then this is just rough. So let's see. Let me draw this pretty crudely. Well, let's see what happens if we. All right, so yeah, so something like that doesn't work because it didn't recreate Wolverine back there, and then you can just do reset to bring everything back. But yeah, like say we never want to get rid of Benjamin J. Well, let's say we get rid of Doctor. We don't want Doctor Doom in this photo. We can do. Yep. See, it did catch the edge there too, right? It knew the edge of the frame, and we didn't want Victor Von Doom. Uh, if I reset, boom, he comes back. So that that's something that if you needed to have Photoshop skills, uh, it's just amazing you can do this kind of stuff with your camera. And of course, the filters and this one. But that's the coolest thing is that feature with the camera there. Discard changes. Yeah, that's fine. So let's see what the other camera features are. Nights. Oh, add me. Well, let's do this. Let's say they want to take a picture. Of course, I've got plenty of action figures lying around. And, let's see. Vic says, "Homeline, how quaint." Yep. Well, actually, you know what I did? I converted my landline to a Google phone, Google Voice, so I'm not paying for it, but it is hooked up to my old phone system. And the one thing is, we live in an area where you can get hurricanes. An old POTS line, I think, is plain old telephone system is it's a great backup, and it's a great it's designed to survive storms and things like that. So it is great to have, but yeah, it's expensive. So yeah, we do have a home line that I converted to a Google line. So let's do this. Add me. Say we want the Gorn is going to take this picture, but the Gorn can't get in the photo, right? I'm betting. Let's see. I bet this will work, right? So let's try this for fun. So let's see here. Let's get rid of that one in there. So, all right. So let's see what it says here on how to do this, because this is one of the cool new features. So add me, it's saying if you don't have a tripod or another person to take a photo for you, add me combines the two photos so you can be included. So you take two photos and you add yourself. All right, so try it out. Okay, leave space for yourself in the first photo. Okay. So let's say we want to have we're leaving a spot for the Gorn here. The Gorn's going to take the photo, and we're leaving a spot in the middle for Mr. Gorn, right? He's, so let's take the photo here. Okay, now what does it say? Hand off the pixel and join in the scene. Okay, so okay. Align frame and take the photo. Okay, so let's put the Gorn in here now. Right, this is definitely why we needed to have this new phone so I could take action picture photos. So does it show me? I thought it would show me like where to. I guess it's showing if you move. Oh, it's showing you where to put the frame. You can see that, guys. But it's showing. Let me point down a little bit here. Oh, so it's actually showing you. So if I'm too high, it looks like it's showing me to go right there, and then click. Check out the group photo. All right, so here's yeah, without the Gorn, right? I mean, of course, it's the same thing. If a person goes there in the photo and they're transposing it'd be the person obviously, but look, it works, right? It's a simple idea, but I guess using that AI frame, it's showing you where to line up the photo, and yeah, look, it knows to place the Gorn in front. If you just try to do this in Photoshop. In terms of layers, yeah, you'd have to, it's pretty simple, but you add that over, person over a layer. But this is something where, yeah, you're done instantly. And then what do I do? Let's see. That's it, I guess, right? Doesn't tell me to. Do I have to save it? Let's do. Yep. Oh, I guess you just share. Yeah, just go back. Yep, yep. Of course, you can do Google Lens in there too. So let's go back to photos. So let's see if I go into my photos. Let me do that off screen. Let's use that photo. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah, so it just shows up as a photo together. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, Vic said, yeah, no one uses the landline anymore, right? That's pretty much grandma just calls on the landline. That's pretty much it. Yep. So let's see. How do I get into my apps? Okay, so it did grab all my apps here. And of course now I got to set up my home screen. But yeah, it's heating up a little bit, but I think that's because of the weight. Excuse me, the adding it's downloading everything right now, but so it's a little hot. I heard some of these phones were getting hot. I don't know if that's going to be fixed. Usually typically they fix those in the software updates. They tweak things. But let's go to the about this phone. Let's see. Let's go to settings. So battery, internet. Let's go about this phone. Pixel Pro. And let's see here. Google Fi. So yeah, so Pixel 9 Pro XL. So yeah, so this home screen is I've got to add everything to it, but yeah. So in terms of size, yeah, it's the same size as my old Pixel 7. I've got to start taking pictures with this. I guess using Gemini. That's what I wanted to see. Let's see. Uh, use Google Gemini. So install the Gemini app. Let's see what wants to access. Let's see. Accept. Let's see. Open. Tell me what you. All right. See. Tell me what you can do. Let's see here. I can do a lot of things Google Assistants could do, and a whole lot more. Be conversational. Let's see. Explain pickleball. Tell me about pickleball here. Yep. So they're summarizing there. Yep. Create images of a jungle. Yeah, so this AI is just trying to take over, right? Yep. That's called retro landlines and rotary phones, yeah, right? They draft an office message. Yeah. Write your own prompt. I can't go to the office. Let's see. I can't go to the office today because I'm reviewing a Google phone, and then I'm gonna go watch Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I mean, the voice to text is just amazing here. Yeah. Double check responses. I don't know if the volume is up here. I was saying something. Yeah. I'll let your team know you won't be in today due to Google phone review and a start to enjoy your time off. Yeah. I guess then you could share it. Yeah. Let's see what it says here. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon. Oh, Star Trek movie outing today. So yeah, type, talk, or share a photo. So I'll have to play with that, but I'll let everyone know how well that works. But yeah, the phone looks great. Now let's see what's the brightness. Yeah, crank the brightness all the way up. Yep. Wow, that's pretty bright. Yeah, let's see. That's almost too bright. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's bring that down a little. But I don't know. I think we're successful unboxing. If anyone else has any questions or something they want me to try on the phone, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. Well, let's bring that picture. Let me share. If I go to Google Photos, and I keep hitting the darn arm there. Let's see if I go to Google Photos, see if that brought that photo in. It might be going to the wrong account though. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to the. It picked up a different account as the main account, but all right. But I think that was successful transfer, and really not much in the box to show these days in the phone. But you don't get a lot of stuff. But let me switch back to my regular mic here. All right, back to the old school mic. But yeah, so everyone, so far it's a thumbs up. It's a little bit skinnier than that Motorola One phone there, but yeah, I think this is gonna be a good phone to have on my trip, and I'm really interested in the AI and the translation capabilities. That's something that's going to be interesting to play with because I'm traveling abroad. So want to thank everyone for being here today for this review. So take care, Snorter Poopus, Victor Fontaine, Rod Thunderheart. Let's see here. Polly's Minion was here. Scotty was here. Jill was here. And View Glory was great chatting with you as well. J-Man popped by. RT and Z, thank you for your super chat and Daniel Berry Sports highlights. So thanks everyone. And yeah, I'll probably do a little bit of a follow up, or do a short video of how what I think of the AI and rest of these much more advanced Star Trek phones. But yeah, so everyone have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you on Sunday night. But if not, hopefully sooner. So take care, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next review. I play my outro here. So be good, everyone. Take care.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.